Okay. Well, hello everybody. So our group has been working about this very important topic, which is user research, in order to prepare a design sprint or to execute the user research during the very first day of the sprint. And first we listed and categorizes the key problems we meet, the reasons why it's hard to make some user research. We identify 5 core reasons. We subdivided into group. And so the group's going to tell you every time the kind of solutions they invented in order to tackle these 4 typical issues. These 4 typical issues are the following one. Classic one. Tarte à la crème. It's a brand new product and service, so there's no users to interview because it's such a revolution, and so there's no ways that we can find actual people in a real life to interview. You have no idea how many people say that. Insufficient context, so the perimeter, the goal is not well defined, and unfortunately we don't know which kind of interview we should, of user we should interview before the beginning of the sprint. My people don't know how to do user research. I can gather information around within the company, but I don't know how I can train my people properly to do that. And we don't need it because we are like super overconfident and we know everything already, and let's not learn new stuff. We already have so much, okay? And now every group is going to tell you the 3 solutions they came with in order to tackle every time this kind of problem. So, Luz?
So when the client says that they don't know the user because it's a new product, the first thing is to educate them. And a way to do it is with product launch stories, products that succeed already, or show them alternative users from current competitors, like try to find the same kind of product but in different ways, and make them imagine who's their target with proto-persona workshops, and then check them with user research.
For insufficient context, so sometimes beginning a design sprint, users are poorly identified, and it's tricky because we begin with not the good material. Okay, so actually this should not happen. We should not begin a design sprint with insufficient context. So for this, we would like to maybe invite a user advocate while scoping, in order to be sure that we get this voice. And we should maybe also survey the company. So send a survey to every people working in the company to see what they think about who is their user, and to get their vision, so we can check if they are aligned. But if that's happen, maybe we should prepare several user sample A, sample B, sample 3, so we can see as a backup for day 1. Okay, if this come out, maybe we'll have a backup panel, so we are sure that we are gathering the good insights.
Okay, so we're in the case where we didn't have any budget for user research before the sprints, and we start day 1 and nobody in the team knows anything about user research. So in this case, we propose 3 solutions. The first is like basic, just to train them, to do some guerrilla testing, and perhaps even to test the product. They will test the product on themselves and to do some like beta testing. The second solution is to do some proto-persona at the beginning of the day, and then check it and then correct those proto-persona to more real personas. And the third solution is the feedback loop. In many companies, you have thousands of data and feedback from customers, but the team, the product team doesn't really have it in the end. So the idea is to share all those data and to have people from the customer service to share those data. So that was the idea of a feedback loop.
So the last one. Okay. So we don't need the user research, or we feel overconfident. client saying this. So we imagine 3 ways to solve this. First, make a kind of a failure museum and show how other similar projects failed without when they didn't have user research. Prepare when our clients think they're experts and they know the users very well, maybe we can make them pass a test, like a user checklist, and verify if they know them really well. And if not, then we need to do something. And third, we could try invite our future clients into our own user research sessions. User research sessions we already do for other clients. We invite them to participate. So they are already, they do shadowing. So they're like enticed to do the same.